Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Infra. Last time out, we've been traipsing around this water treatment plant for a hot minute, and we are going to be moving on from this area reasonably soon, but I want one last chance. I want one last chance to try and get the water up and running and working, right? Because we are so close. I thought I'd taken a picture of that earlier. Good evening to Blue Pine Cone in the chat. Good evening to you. We are so close to having this working, and it really does feel like we could do this. It does feel like we could do this. So we've got, it's the grit classifier is not working. That's the only bit that's not working. Now up here we had this button. I also wonder if it's something to do with the computer, of course. Notice, make sure all steel factory pipes are closed. This is the grit classifier, right? Make sure all steel factory pipes are closed. Open sewer pipes 1 and 2. Only use this if the new grit classifier isn't working. Right. And so when we look at this, oh, wait, the top two are also sewer pipes. So it's only the bottom two that are the steel factory pipes. Is that right? Right. Oh, do you know what? This might have literally just been a reading comprehension thing all along. We have got Platinum Caterpillar in the chat. Platcat, greetings to you, Platcat. We've got Trank 0007. So close, yet so far. And then we've got Tom Ram. Here we go again. And we have Morris Jam in the YouTube chat. Good to see you. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah! Fix all the problems at the water treatment plant. Okay, all it took was to take a little bit of time. I don't know how we didn't see that last time. All it took was to take a little bit of time away from the game and just come at it with a fresh set of eyes. There we go. Do we need to rerun the test on the water? I presume not, because we've just got the achievement that's just like, hey, congratulations, you did it, you're winner. So I presume we don't have to do anything else in the lab now. Because like this thing hasn't opened back up anyway. So I think we just leave it. But we accept our accolades as the best structural engineer in the biz. So, did you guys catch that ridiculous display light? No. Did you guys see the season finale? The Formula One season finale in Abu Dhabi. My boy Max, he did not win. But congratulations to Lando, of course. It was always a long shot for Max Verstappen to come back. Given the points deficit that he had, it was always going to be a long shot. But is okay. Okay, and then we just walk straight. We're gonna get in there? Yeah, nice. I mean, ultimately, you know, Max won the race in the end. Huh, that's weird. I thought I'd opened that. Never mind. Max won the race in the end. And in the end, he's actually ended up with more race wins than anyone else this season, which is, very impressive. Given how bad the car's been this year. But ultimately it wasn't enough by 2 points. Okay, what is our next? Now, I'm no marine biologist, but I think those fish aren't supposed to be like that. Okay.
Seven packs of batteries left.
Ah, shoot, we're almost out. Stop alcoholism. Ban Osmo Ulut. Okay, I guess we're going the long way round. Morris Jam asking the deep questions here. Is it marine biology if it's not in the sea? Do you know what? You might have got me there. You might have got me there. I thought marine biology was anything aquatic. But if you tell me that it is salt water only, I will 100% believe you. JetNet Dev in the chat. It's the Infra stream again, yes. We did a blueprint stream the other day, just totally on a whim. I just ended up with a... Oh, excellent, loading screen. I ended up with a free evening. So I thought, let's do a blueprint. Let's do a blueprint stream. So that stream, it'll be up on YouTube. But be up on YouTube in a couple of weeks, because I don't want to disrupt the continuity of the Let's Play. So in the main timeline, I'm on day 75, and then what we spent the stream doing was a bit of dare mode, which is actually quite...
What the fuck?
Whew. Yeah, we shan't take a picture of that because those nozzles look like they're supposed to be there. On the other hand, though, do you think that that's a deadly gas or a friendly gas? Shall we try? Ugh! Deadly gas. It was 50-50, right? Because, 50% we live, 50% we die.
What on earth is this place?
Internet.ts. Lol. Okay, so it's like some scammy website, is it? Oh no, we've tripped the burglar alarm. Yes. Oh wow, that is peak millennial core, Back when I did run Ubuntu on my personal device, I had my terminal set up with the Matrix theme. Jeff Walter, the hero of Stalberg. .ts is not a real domain. Stalberg was literally bombed to the ground in World War II. After the war, many of Stalberg's citizens were worried about the city's future and most of them moved out of town. Stalberg was basically just a pile of ruined buildings. Many of the city's old monuments were severely damaged and the streets were full of beggars. However, the city saw a glimpse of hope when a young and wealthy entrepreneur, Jeff Walter, founded the Walter Company with plans to rebuild Stalberg. He hired many of the city's unemployed citizens to help build a better future for the city. It was this company, along with the Bergman Group, Hammer Valley Hydro, and Stalberg Steel, that finally changed the fate of the city. Walter's contributions to the city made him a legend. The future seemed bright for Stalberg, with low unemployment rates and a noticeable growth in population. Then things took a turn for the worse, when many of the city's companies started going bankrupt. With Stalberg Steel's bankruptcy, almost half of Stalberg's citizens were left without a job, and some even homeless. Jeff Walter mysteriously disappeared shortly after these events, leaving his company in a financial crisis. The company is still in operation, but its ownership is in questionable hands. That is libel, mate. I don't know who's written this. Now the city's glory days are all but a faint memory, and its citizens have low hopes of it ever being the same again. Oh yeah, Matrix. The Matrix was... Oh man. Do you know what? Like, I'm a sound old, but the summer of the Matrix, 2003, 2002, 2003, 2004, like, Now, admittedly, okay, that was sort of when I was kind of high school age, and everyone is nostalgic for those kind of years. But let me tell you where we were culturally in like those handful of years. We had the Lord of the Rings trilogy, right? We had the Harry Potter films were just starting out. We had the superhero movies were just starting to be good, right? We hadn't had any Marvel movies yet, right? We hadn't had Iron Man, but we had also shed the weight of things like Real Steel and The Phantom from the 90s, and we were actually getting like pretty good superhero movies with like X-Men 2, right? So we had, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, we had some good superhero movies coming out. That was, right? But then musically, we had like Linkin Park, we had like Electric Six, we had some like really stuff which, I mean, you know, every era of music is always going to have things that people look back on and be like, oh yeah, no, those were like really kind of timeless, great bands, right? But it kind of felt like a time where you could literally stick Kerrang on and just listen to it for an afternoon, you know? But I'm sure that's nothing to do with the fact that I was a teenager with very little responsibilities, and everything to do with the fact that it was just objectively the best time to be a teenager, right? I'm sure, judging by my YouTube statistics, I'm sure about 30% of you will agree with me on that. System is armed. Alarm is on. Poison? You don't have permission to use the poison. Okay. Password 6832 for Laura K. Okay. 6832, Laura K. Nice. Poison. Okay, fine. Door unlock fail. Please try again or contact support. We can unlock some of these doors. Right, so that one's a no. That one's fine. That's a no. Don't know if there's a particular rhyme or reason to it, but you know what? That is going to be probably sufficient for us. Gage Blackwood has joined the chat. Hello. Oh, Morris Jam remembered. Yes, we also had Blade. Blade was pretty good. 30% of you would believe me. Wait, why have we now got the alarm going again? That doesn't make any sense. Huh? Okay. First puzzle of the area. Is the poison... The poison's attached to the sensor? That doesn't seem like it would pass an OSHA inspection. Okay. Tell you what, Laura K. What was it, 6832? Bing bong. Oh, what? The doors have re-locked? Fine. So we unlock some of these again. It was that one, wasn't it? And none of those. Oh no, that one unlocks. Fine. Ding, 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 ding. System is armed, alarm is off. Okay, how do we turn the alarm off? Oh, I can turn the sensors off, presume. Oh no, I don't have permission. I don't have permission. Let's have a little look. Hobo trap off, sensor on, door exit back locked, hobo trap on. Ugh. No name error. WC unlock. Alarms activated. Connection lost. Log file update failed. So I'm in this room currently, I think. Yes. Because I think I've entered from here. I think. Can we stealth this round? Aha! There we go. Ah, that is stealthy. That is stealthy. Danger. Poison. I mean, it's just your classic... Just your classic middle management office poison, yeah? Oh, no. Wait. So that then relocks the doors, yeah? Where was the sensor? Where did it get me? Oh, there it was. Boo! Boo. However, is there a clue? Aha. Yes, from here? Boss and his crazy security system. From Stefan Anderson. This is Laura K. Our boss is a paranoid maniac. I don't know what the hell he's hiding in his computer, but this security system is ridiculous. I mean, all these different codes we have to remember. And poison, for God's sake. Seriously, some homeless guy will die in one of these poison traps for sure. He even tried making changes to the software code himself. Now it's a damn mess. Yesterday, Anthony was having trouble getting the bathroom door to open, so he had to go out and take a dump in the canal. As revenge, Anthony built a brick wall in front of the boss's office door. That is commitment to the bit. He's going to be so mad when he sees it. Anyway, the new alarm code is 1970, and the sensor code is the same as the numbers on the outside of this building. Don't forget to bring some food and drink to that LAN party in Janzi Hall. Right, 1970, the sensor code is the same as the numbers on the building. How are we going to find that out? We can't get out of the building. 1970. You can stop corruption. Sleeping quarters? What kind of office is this? Okay, 6832. We also want 1970. Disarmed. Good. So we can unlock these doors then. The alarm is disarmed, but the sensors are still on. Yeah. Okay, but the doors will open now. So the sensors are still on, but the alarm is off, so the doors stay unlocked. Ah, my wheelie friend. So there's some numbers on the outside of the building. Oh, we could probably climb up this. Aha! 12:45. Let's go and stick those in so that things don't beep at us angrily anymore. We're doing corporate core again today. Sports Direct. 12:45, right? Good, good, good. Now can I open up these other doors? No. Boo. And I'm assuming I won't have permission for the poison yet. We'll get the poison permission later. Sports Direct mug. The choice of mugs in small offices up and down the United Kingdom. Just about keeping the whole of the tech sector afloat with tea and coffee. Do not disturb sleeping quarters. Huh. Will dropping the gear into the water break the game? Probably not. It might just be like an optional thing though, because sometimes kind of like fixing the water treatment plant. Actually,
that makes 8
optional.
packs of flashlight batteries.
So if you start throwing away tools that you might need, then yes, definitely a developer. Yeah, if you start throwing away tools that you might need, you might not get them back. Whoop. No. Kind of looking for a key somewhere. Maybe on top of this server? No. Oh, it's an angry burb! Ah. Grab a shot of that. Ah, the sensors are off, so the poison doesn't go anymore. Got it. Oh, and that's just open. We can just leave? Very well. But wait, what's this over here? Is it anything? Well, that's just the room we were literally just in. I'm not sure that is anything. Okay, onwards. Sports Direct mugs? I think you mean pen holders, says Mora's Jam. Do we go that way or do we go into the secret tunnel? Secret tunnel. Oh wow, that doesn't look... That definitely doesn't look like friendly gas. Oh.
5 packs of batteries left.
Can't do both at the same time. Yeah, there's no way we're getting around that. So, back we go. So yeah, playing Dare mode for the first time in Blueprints. Really interesting.
Someone should get that fixed.
Experience. Get what fixed? I actually for the... Oh, just this bit of... Oh, right, okay. It's actually quite an interesting experience, because the game itself is obviously primarily a puzzle game, but the drafting of the rooms serves as your primary gameplay loop. Playing Dare Mode is kind of like playing a slightly different game, you know? It's kind of like playing Inscription, the story, versus playing Inscription Casey's mod. So you're not really trying to solve any of the puzzles, because you know the puzzles already. What you're trying to do is you're trying to draft in a certain way to be able to reach room 46 without, like, you know, under particular more difficult challenge. And that's quite a different experience, because when you're playing the main Blueprints game, each individual day kinda doesn't really matter as long as you're sort of broadly making progress, you know? Whereas when you're playing the Dare Mode, it's like every day is an opportunity for you to totally end your run. You know, you have to play sort of very defensively, because, you know, if you don't meet your dares on any given day, run is over, you know? Interesting. So we're back in this room. Dare Mode has a different purpose. Yes, indeed, indeed. Current goal is to go back to the office. No, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would say that we're making our way through these buildings to kind of get somewhere else, but whilst we are here, we might as well check it all out, right? What have we got here? How odd. It let us touch the poison that time. But oh no, but I don't have permission to do that. So, can I move between screens somehow? How do I move between screens? Or maybe I'm just not supposed to. Right, well, oh, this is the boss's office that got bricked up. Right. Understood, understood. But yeah, I think Casey's mod is probably the closest comparison I could probably make for it. Because you're absolutely right, it's like, it's kind of giving a sort of fundamentally different gameplay experience. Quite good fun though. In focus, Myths of Stalberg, Legend of the Underground City. Stalberg has one of the most extensive underground systems in the world. There's everything from parking garages and metro tunnels and to waterworks and even grain silos. The netherworld of the city is also subject to many mysteries. Extensive old urban networks like the Stalberg's underground are to have countless stories linked to them, whether those stories are actually real or not. One of the biggest urban legends related to Stalberg's underground infrastructure is the existence of the so-called underground city of Stalberg. According to the legend, the underground city is a safe haven for the many homeless people of Stalberg. Many different versions of the story circulate the public. Some say the underground city is built into a huge cave. Others say it's located in an abandoned mine shaft. Sometimes it's said to be in a disused metro tunnel. More often than not, the underground city is described as the most beautiful place in the world. A place full of waterfalls, brightly coloured buildings, friendly people, and overall happiness. A place where everything's well maintained and everyone has their own home. Then there's also a darker version of the story. Instead of all the happy things, the underground city is full of dark, wet tunnels and infested with drug users and sick people. Some even say there's a strange cult present where people worship a savage underground deity. The wildest theory suggests that the underground city is actually a secret community run by the aforementioned cult. In this version of the story, the place is actually a huge psychoactive mushroom farm where captured homeless people are forced to work in subhuman conditions. There's no real proof that the underground city of Stauberg actually exists, or if it does, where it's located. The legend says the only homeless people can enter the underground city. Some homeless people we interviewed said the entrance to this place might be located in Obenser. Others said it's actually located right under the Stauberg Central Railway Station's lower platform. One man even suggested that it is in fact located in the underground holding cell block of the Furplas police station. No definite consensus of the location could be achieved. All in all, the underground city of Stauberg remains one of the biggest mysteries of the city. Maybe the underground city is just some abandoned mining shaft where a couple of homeless people live. Or maybe it's a beautiful secret bunker, built by rich people. No one really seems to know. Spiper had a lot of fun with Casey's mod. Yeah. Inscription was a great game. Dan Muller, I think, is absolutely one of my favourite solo developers. All of his games have just been absolute bangers. His weakest one is probably the Hex, but even the Hex, he's kind of working through like about half a dozen different game genres, just knocking him out. So the Hex is probably his most ambitious game he's ever done. Inscription certainly is his most polished, but you know, scope-wise, I would argue that it's kind of a little bit more tractable. Well, oh, hang on a second. That's not too deep. Save. Bing, bing. Huh. So after telling us...
Be careful not to go too deep.
Yeah, so after punishing us every time we touch the water for the majority of this game, now the answer is, yeah, go and jump in the water. That's a bit cheeky. I mean, it's reasonably well telegraphed because of the ground there. Blue card, but a different blue card to what we had before. Are we to assume the happy, cheerful view of Stauberg is the myth? Absolutely not. I'm going full ham. I'm going full ham with the presumption that it's probably some rich person's abandoned underground nuclear shelter, and it is some kind of utopian underground society. A little bit like the Morlocks, but without the cannibalism. There we go. Well, that was a bit inevitable. We can get maybe over this way. No. Morris Jam says, I will spoil nothing. Ah, let me out. Yes. The locked doors are a metaphor. A metaphor for the stymieing of progress. Interesting. So where can we go from here? I guess we can get onto this roof, right? No, we can't even get onto that roof. Interesting prediction. I would just go up to where the cars are. Somehow the main character can't climb up there, despite climbing all the game. Okay. What are we missing? What are we missing? No, there's an invisible wall there. We can't get that way. Okay, there's no water there. But there's also kind of nowhere to go once you're in there. Now, where does it become too deep? Okay, nope, that's too deep. Shoot. Well, at the moment, I'm kind of finding a chronic lack of things to interact with, to be honest. We must need to get... I could have sworn we tried to touch that earlier, but I guess not. Okay, never mind. 0 deaths! So... what about here? Stauberg history, an old computer, and we have... the canal sluices. Yearly inspection, all okay. Yearly inspection, problem with sluice controls. Sluice control serviced. Yearly inspection, tunnel and sewer keys missing. Didn't find them, looked everywhere. Weekend ruined, looking for keys. Strange smell coming from canal. Still looking for the keys. Protesting at the factory. Keys have reappeared. Remember to return keys sign added. Yearly inspection, canal still smells. Okay, where are these keys? And there's supposed to be a sign that says, aha! Remember to return keys. We've got gate and gate. Yes, let's open some small gates. So we've got this one here. Well, that fire is definitely not supposed to be there.
No wonder it suddenly got so hot.
Oh! Oh! Are you telling me... there we go, yes. An eye for detail. Photograph 50% of all the photographal spots in Act 1. Ah, yes. So we must be about halfway through this game by now, because, you know, I'm assuming this is Act 1 of a 2-act game. Right, so here's the other gate. the obvious thing to do is to go into that small building. But we shan't do the obvious thing straight away. Oh. Oh. We've got more stuff we can look at.
This will take more than just a new coat of paint.
That is a real problem. That's a full-blown hole in the concrete strut. Whoa. Would you like to hear an interesting fact about concrete? Concrete does not dry. Concrete cures. What hardens concrete is actually, apparently, a chemical reaction, not a reduction of water to dry it out. And that means that, weirdly enough, or counterintuitively enough, curing concrete underwater takes the same length of time as curing concrete in air. That is so unintuitive to me, I almost just don't believe it. Huh. I mean, let's try and pull both of those down, I suppose, but what are those gates? Don't forget to return the keys. Ugh. Concrete is amazing stuff, Spiper. Yes. Ah, we have a key for this padlock now. Lovely. That's not supposed to be like that.
Like sticking a fork in the mouth. No thanks. That's 6 packs of camera batteries.
No thanks. A benzer, or more like open sewer. The most infamous place in the Stauberg region is mostly known for its alcoholics, poor social status and bad city planning. But is it really as bad as its reputation suggests? Nicknamed open sewer by Staubergers because of the often stinking canals crossing the area, Obensewer was a dying small town in the 1960s. The town was once home to the successful Obensewer ore mine, which was closed down in 1958 when the lodes ran dry. After the mine was closed, most of the workforce moved to Stauberg, and the once busy main street quieted down. The municipality of Obensewer was merged to the city of Stauberg in 1973 as the capital city was quickly running out of developable land. Obensewer's new leaf was turned in the late 1970s when Walter Cove started building tenements on the old mine grounds. These buildings were part of Stauberg's huge public housing projects as the city was growing rapidly and the new workforce needed cheap housing. Like most of the similar projects of the era, the tenements of Obensewer were built as cheaply as possible because the original plan was to replace them with new ones in 25 years. The new beginning for Obensewer looked bright. The former town square was busy once again, and the newly opened extension of the Eastport metro line connected the Obensewer directly to the heart of Stauberg. Obensewer soon succumbed to segregation, however, as middle-class families abandoned the neighbourhood. In 1981, following the collapse of Stauberg Steel and the companies linked to it, most of the tenants were left unemployed. Multiple social problems like prostitution and misuse of drugs took over Obensewer, and the crime rate soon went through the roof. Coming to the 1990s, the neighbourhood had turned into an epitome of public housing development gone wrong. On top of all the usual problems, the past mining activity had weakened the bedrock, which culminated in 1993 when one of the tenements collapsed partially. The famous smell of the canals also worsened as groundwater contaminated by mining slag started leaking out increasingly. This was caused by the construction work of the new local railway line from Orfel to Selecta in the late 1990s. Not all stories related to Oban Sur are sad. However, in 1988, a man named Osmo Saarinen, an Oban Sur local, decided to do something about the crippling unemployment of the neighbourhood and set up a small brewery near the main canal. In just under a decade, the brewery producing Stauberg's most famous export lager, Osmo Ulat, had grown to be one of the biggest successes in Stauberg history since Stauberg Steel. Osmo Ulat had made Osmo Saarinen one of the richest individuals in Stauberg and blown the city's alcoholism problem to a whole new level. Saarinen, who is a member of the municipality council, has said that he wants to make Oban Sur a better place in the future. He has been active on matters touching the neighbourhood, and some progress has already been made. City of Stauberg already started a project to clean the canals to get rid of the stink a few years ago. Who knows, maybe one day Oban Sur will once again be more than just an open sewer. Spider says presumably its weight doesn't change as it hardens either. I don't know, actually. I don't know. That's a really interesting question. We have Samurai Stack in the YouTube chat. Cheers from sunny Florida, TDF. I'm surprised you hadn't played Silksong until just now, given the prominent poster behind you all these days. I purchased the game on release, yet haven't dived in yet. Oh, Silksong. Silksong was one of my most anticipated, absolutely. But I didn't want to overload the schedule with more than one Metroidvania at a time. So I was being, so Mondays is Metroidvania Mondays, and they're not terribly popular videos, Most of you guys I know prefer the puzzle games to the Metroidvanias or the Souls-likes, but I like them, and we've talked about where I see that crossover in the Venn diagram in my mind between like the kinds of exploration we do in possibility space in games like Blueprints and Outer Wilds, and the kinds of exploration we do in physical space in like a Metroidvania game, and they kind of both sort of work for me, But but I was being very good, and I was holding off playing Silksong until after we'd completed Ender Magnolia. So that's the story of that one. But yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it though. Thoroughly enjoying it. And actually, now that we're finished with Strange Jigsaws, right? Basically all but complete with Strange Jigsaws. We're actually going to have 2 episodes of Silksong a week. So we'll have 2 episodes of Blueprints, 2 episodes of Silksong. That's my plan, is to run slightly fewer games, but slightly more episodes per week of the games. Because otherwise, Silksong's going to take 100 episodes. So we'll be here 2 years playing it if I don't do more than 1 episode a week. But it's hang on, wait. That wasn't on fire before. I mean, I would recommend that we put this fire with the other fire.
There we go.
But okie dokie. Which transformer do you reckon that is? Number 1? Probably. Well, here's the thing. The fire's still going. We'll just go with it. That's fine. Maybe I was supposed to turn the power off before it caught fire. Ah well. You live and learn, right? Do I need to return the keys? No. There appears to be no mechanism to return the keys. Always great to see good people enjoying good gaming. Best of luck, have fun. Thank you very much. Thank you. No, it's not even going to let us get up the stairs. So what can we do there then? Maybe there's an interaction between the... Oh, hang on, do you know what? That's obviously broken, isn't it? we almost missed that one. So, if we've managed to photograph so far about 50% of all of the photographable bits in Act 1, hopefully that's enough to avoid the worst ending, where our boss is like, "You did what?" Oh, wait. Here we go. We've got some cables over here that we can follow. Is it just this one cable, though? Where's that going, then? Where's it going? Oh, it's going up in there. Ah, but there is a ladder down there, if we can get to it. Hang on a minute, though. So wait, what's happened? Because we got over there earlier. This fence wasn't here before. So is this on a runner or something? Oh, it is. It runs across. Okay. Yeah, okay. I can see that. I can see it moving there. Okay, and the other gate will be like that one, I guess. So how are we getting in there? More dead
I'm pretty
fish
sure
going
that's
there.
not meant to be like that.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Aha! Where are we taking you then? So we can take you somewhere to either get on top of something or... No, you're not quite tall enough to get us on top of anything. Maybe these... Have you guys seen the TikTok video of the Taylor Swift AI voice being like, "I've always wondered why steel coils are transported on their side"? It's quite funny, but genuinely educational, and like, it's I don't know, it's kind of a dumb video. Oh, you should definitely check it out. Just do a quick TikTok search for Taylor Swift AI steel coils. And yeah, it's gold. It's gold. So yeah, pulling that really has done nothing over here. Okay, let's finish my tea. So we could bring that crate. Like, theoretically, we could bring the crate down here. We could bring it over this way. I am really surprised that we have no way of opening that or moving that barrel, you know? And this is still on fire in the meantime. Like, maybe we are supposed to leave. Let's leave transformers 2 and 3 on. Like, it doesn't seem like a great idea, considering the one next to them is on fire, but... I don't have a huge number of other ideas right now. So we've only got one box that we can use. We've used up all of our keys. This is not a usable box. Over there. Yeah, okay, it's pointing to leak. But we can't... Oh, wait. We can get close enough to just use this?
That should do it.
Oh, that's... Do we crouch down? Avoid the smoke by crouching down. There we go. See, I remember my fire safety course.
Better watch out for those electrified metal parts.
Yeah, I wonder if we should just, like, turn the transformers back off. Like, that all looks pretty electrified as well. So... should we actually go and turn those off too? There definitely comes a point where Mark should just be saying absolutely not to any of this stuff anymore, you know? If only there was some kind of transportable platform. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, we've got a block! We've got a block that we can bring. Yeah, good idea, Morris Jam. Lol. Oh dear. Come on, out the way. Right, here we go. Where's my block gone? Where did you go, block? No, you're not supposed to go there. Come on. There you go, magic levitating block. Okay, so those transformers have literally nothing to do with the... yeah. I thought I would be able to jump. Better watch out for those electrified metal parts. So I better go back and get the... Better go back and get that box again. Do I need a second box from somewhere, though? Let's go back in here and we'll turn this back off. Bing, bing. Okay. How is everyone shaping up with their holiday plans? Have you guys all sorted out your decorations and your gifts and your invitations to whomever it is that you are sharing the holiday season with? Things are going well in the Spiper house. That's great, that's great. Okay, we're going to put this here. I'm going to run a save. I kind of feel like we should be not dying here. It kind of feels like we are expecting to find a second platform somewhere, doesn't it? Because it looks a little bit too large to traverse with just the one. That one's not movable though. So yeah, I can't remember if I told you guys last week or not. So this year we've decided to go. Most of my gifts are yet to arrive, and I'm worried they won't turn up till after Christmas. Oh no! Oh dear, that would be a shame. This year, I can't remember if I told you guys last week or not, but my family and I decided that we are doing an anti-consumerism Christmas this year. So the rules are... Oh yes, no. We did talk about it, because we talked about thrifting in the UK, didn't we? So the rules are, your budget is £5 per gift, which is not very much, about $7 American. And it must be something that's second-hand, so nothing that is new. And you know what? It's been very freeing, sort of going round charity shops, thrift shops, trying to find something that I think that my family will like, you know? Because it becomes less about wish listing, what is it that you want, and it becomes a lot more about having a mooch around a shop or two and finding something that you think they'll enjoy. And because it's second hand, you don't necessarily need something that's going to have great longevity to it. And because the limit is £5, there's also very little pressure to find something that is like exactly what this person wants, you know? You can be a little bit more free to be creative about what sorts of things you think they'll like. So yeah, it's the first year we've tried it, and I would give it a solid recommend. Anti-consumerism Christmas. Keep clear, remote-controlled gate. Yes. What can we do? Where can we even go? There is nothing that we can grab and use as a platform. And turning the power off in that building seems to do nothing. My eyes, the goggles do nothing. Okay, the answer is not in the computer. Because the computer's not plugged in. And nothing in here is on. So it can't be any of that. None of that can be moved. Like, coming back through here... Is there anything we can grab with us from back this way? Were there any crates we can bring from back here? Is this one of the gates that we can now open? No. Septimax. Now back there we know it's the old manager's office. I don't think there was anything here. This is also getting to the this is quite a backtrack kind of territory, you know? Like, there comes a point where you're like, nah, we're not supposed to be backtracking this far, surely. But you never know. Public shelter, locked. And in here, no chance. We do have some boxes here, though. Yeah. Surely not this far back. Okay, we are now basically just right back at the start of the this level. So if it's not here, it literally can't be anywhere. Was that exit not one of the ones that was unlocked? Hang on a minute. So which one's the exit? Oh, that's the exit, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, okay, fine. Oh! But we can unlock that door, which we've not been in before. Okay, I missed that door then. So that would be the WC, right? Uh-huh. Ah. Right, well we know where we are here, yes?
7 packs of batteries left.
Generic metallic hatch. Why is that locked, though? Right, the poison... The poison is being problematic in that area. Ah, handy. Grim toilet batteries.
That
Mark,
makes 8 packs of flashlight batteries.
I am ashamed of you. It feels like we should be able to... Like, it feels like we should be able to turn off this poison somehow, you know? Like, not being funny or anything, but like, it's such an odd thing. And we've got the wheel there as well. Okay, we can't get up there. We've got the wheel, but when we go round to the boss's... When we go round to the boss's terminal, it's not like he's got a turn poison off button either. Not that I'm sure that turning that off would particularly do anything for us with our current situation of being stuck anyway, to be honest. But, yeah, we go to the boss's place. It comes up and says you do not have permission to do that. So even on the boss's terminal, we don't really have permission to do that anyway. I'm just really confused as to how we're supposed to interact with this screen over this side. But maybe we're not. Maybe we're just not supposed to. Okay, we might be a little bit on the stuck side. Wait, hang on. Let's do a save. Ah, we can get up here and around. That doesn't really do anything though. No, fine. I don't know. We can't push any of these. Like, none of those are kind of physics objects. Oh. Ah. Like, I'm strongly suspecting this is not a skill issue. This is a you are missing a crate issue. Right? It's like, I'm really not sure I'm getting how we're supposed to bring that over on its own, you know? Oh, what does this say? Do not open, leak, Ah, wait, hang on. Can we bring a wheel over? Can we bring this wheel over? And that might mean that we don't have to crouch all the time. Is that electrically charged? Ugh. Well... Wait, hang on. So this would then be... This would be closing it. This way. So does reopening this one now... No, that just sets the room on fire again. All that crouching, especially when carrying the box. Ah, Mark has clearly got good knees. Mark clearly must have good knees. Okay, maybe it's reverse threaded. Maybe it's reverse threaded. Who knows? No. That's once again just added more fire to the room. Ooh! What did it do there? Something didn't like that. Wait. It's now not sparking. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that as a win. Whatever it was, we did it, team. Yeah. Alright. Should we check out this way first? This looks like it's not supposed to be like
time
that.
to turn around and find another way.
Yeah, mission accomplished. So, essentially, I guess, yeah, we set it on fire enough that it kind of blew out the circuit breakers and then the thing's just not live anymore, I guess. So, that's all good. A win is a win. A win is a win. Here we go. Got order to stop that factory. Go open the sewer dam while I notify the media. Okay, we've not been on the other side of that door before. But no, that is the only way to go. This is the only path. Ah, but I see where we are. That's handy. Because this has got the ladder here that you can't quite see from that side. We'll go check that out. In fact, let's go check out the hidden ladder first, because this is exactly the kind of thing that's like secrets, right? Yeah, okay.
7 packs of batteries left.
I'm assuming there must be something down here. So otherwise, why would there be a ladder there at all? Okay, there's something over there for sure. Ah, more dead fish. No, it didn't give us one for that. Oh, we already took that picture because we were up there. Fine. So then coming this way, there's this bit here. Come on, there's got to be some secret or other under here, right?
Geocache.
A geocache?
There isn't anything inside it.
Boo! I guess it's just an Easter egg then, is it? I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's anything else there. I'm sure you could go down the danger tunnel if you brought that portable platform. With how delightfully described that waterway is, I would not crawl through it, says Morris Jam. Hang on, Morsey Jam. I keep putting the R in the wrong place in your name. Sorry about that. Elevator! Let's do it! How do I turn you on? Tell you what, that needs a coat of paint or something. Someone's gonna turn around and bonk their head on that. Broken. Ugh. Broken. What do we got here? Crane controls. If you manage to get through that protest, go tell the city staff to check that sewer where all our waste goes for processing. That runoff ditch didn't like this before, and now everyone is blaming us. The boss even claims that this is sabotage after the failed attempt to take over the company.
That makes 8 packs of flashlight batteries.
What do we got here? Sewer entrance and an unmarked key. Good. Right. So we can move that around. What would we want to do with it? What would we want to do with it? I mean, the runners go all the way over here. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, sure, okay. We're going to get those underneath there and wedge it open. I see. This forklift needs a new battery again, not to mention the broken axle. Convince our bosses to get us a new forklift. Okay, well, where does the battery go in, huh? Over there. Bing! There we go. Now, yes, the axle is broken. Do we have a tyre around the place? Don't worry about it. I think maybe let's move this over here. Oh, here it comes. Oh, no, this way. There it goes. Bonk. Come on. Yes. Well, it seems to have kind of got a little bit upset with me. Okay, that's probably enough. That's probably enough to do some wedging, right? So here we go. Hang on. Diesel fuel. No, that's petrol. Give me a can of diesel oil. Nothing in that one. Oh. Slosh slosh. I don't think there's anything in that one either. I mean, it's an unmarked red jerry can. What could go wrong? It only needs to work for just a moment. Ah, what's this over here? It might also be that we can go and head back now anyway. No, a little bit more this way, I reckon. Man, that is some furious flailing there. That doesn't seem OSHA compliant. Right. Will this do us damage if we touch it? Oh, wow! It doesn't actually do us damage, but it does Oh, no, it actually does do us... It actually does do us damage. It hits us really hard as well. Okay, so we've now just kind of got that in the middle of the room then. Right. Where can I find some diesel then? What's the worst thing that could happen in this building where things inexplicably catch fire? Oh, hang on. Cans? No. Diesel? Diesel? I don't know. Like, is there a universal convention for what colour of can you're supposed to be storing diesel in? Killed by a barrel of gyroscopes. Yeah. 100%. It's a rough day. Mark is having what I hope is one of his worst days at work ever. I wonder if we can get it to just, like, calm down a little bit. Oh! There we go. That's a lot calmer now, isn't it? I mean, this is already labelled as broken. There's only the stick and the key. There's only the stick and the key. We found the battery. We don't need the axle. And I'm pretty sure that battery is okay. Well, because it's in, isn't it? The fact that they've gone to the trouble of putting a sign that says diesel fuel only. Oh, wait, is it that one? Is it the blue one? Ah, power diesel. Aha. Glug glug glug. So we've got a book called Dazzling Diggers, right? And Dazzling Diggers is a great children's book because it teaches you all about different kinds of diggers, about bulldozers and about excavators and mixers and dump trucks and so forth. And it says something. So diggers need drinks, or yeah, it talks about the diggers getting thirsty, and it says so diggers need drinks of diesel oil. It's how the book sort of goes, and my daughter finds it brilliant that our car also drinks diesel because our car is a bit like a tiny digger. And really is a very small digger because it's only like a little family saloon. There we go. There we go. Right. Scoot under there quick, Mark, before it comes crashing down on you. I kind of want to take a picture of all this broken stuff, but I don't know.
Still
Reload.
6 packs of batteries left.
Nah, nothing in there worth photographing, I don't think. Okay, we have made it through that building. It's over 25 years and still stinks. Tell you what.
It's not good.
Oh, that's not supposed to be like that. NLW. Okay, so we've got another
7 packs of batteries left.
halfway here. Ooh, a pathway up here as well. Up and round. New open sewer is here. Instruction table. Use this if you want to pump water to the mushroom factory. This is broken. Use this if you want to pump water to the sewer. Remember to turn off on the sewer and factory switch. Okay. Ah, we can't hold a flashlight on it whilst... Okay, let's grab that. This is the only note we've made so far today. Turn on. Don't touch or you will suffer. Mushroom machine. Don't break this. Okay, we will come back to that in a minute. Aha, lovely. Good shortcut unlock there. Can't really get through that way. So, we've got some stuff we can fiddle with there. And we have a path we can go along there. But if we are not interested in looking at the mushroom farm, it kind of looks like we can just sort of maybe leave in this direction anyway. So that's where we came out. Your waste ruins our beer. Devil's Angels. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's much of a path that way. Okay, maybe there isn't a path this way then. That gate is locked. What we have here is...
Another geocache.
Another geocache. Okay.
There's nothing inside this one either.
Blah. Okay, let's check that water out, because it would be odd. There's something about the short sentence structure in children's books that is oddly charming. So what makes a difference to me, and it's kind of hard to explain, I don't know if it exists, I don't know if this is like a universal thing or if this is like a specifically English language thing, but in English we have this concept called meter, which is not so much rhyming, but it's more like the rhythm that words make as you say them. And it's really kind of obvious when, like, less good children's books, like really good children's books, and Julia Donaldson is an absolute pro at this, right? Not only have a good rhyming structure, but they also have a good meter as well. Whereas less experienced authors, like, they get their rhymes perfectly fine, but the sentence structure just doesn't quite sound right because the rhythm is not there. Dr. Seuss. Actually, Dr. Seuss is...
Metro maintenance access. That's convenient.
Ah, now wait. Do I want to go to Metro maintenance access? I probably want to do the mushroom farm first, right?
And it's locked.
Ah, yeah. Fine.
Ah.
Oh no!
Oh, the smell. I have to find a way out of here.
Oh, well, that's awkward because I'm pretty sure that we actually... Interesting. So you can avoid it.
Out of here.
Okay, we're going to keep that save game in case we want to use it in a minute. But we could probably get out of here, I would assume. Keep away from the really, really dodgy mushrooms. This is grim. Yeah, this is definitely on the grimmer side of what Mark has needed to do during his time here. I don't think we'll be able to... Can we go past these mushrooms? This might be too much, and there actually isn't a path that way anyway. But we can go this way. That's all bricked up. It doesn't look like we can get up that way either. So where do we need to go here? Where do we need to go? I'm not sure though, you know, I'm not sure we need to go down here at all. Because we do have another pathway that we can try first, you know? So what I'm going to do is I am going to load up the previous save, knowing that we can always go down there later if we want. Because we have got... Oh no, wait. Oh, or did I confuse myself? No, wait, no, that is the only path, isn't it? Yeah, because we can't get into that building from here, and that gate's closed. So... And there's no way we're climbing down that ladder. So yeah, we could fiddle around with this power. But that's the only option, right? Isn't it? So if you want to pump water to the mushroom factory, if you want to pump water to the sewer, oh, maybe we should just be in the underground sewer. That's main power. Ready to operate. So what we want is we want aux pump. Hang on. Use this if you want to pump water to the mushroom factory. This is broken. Remember to turn on off the sewer and factory switch. So if I wanted the sewer on, alright, and then pipe R2 we're going to turn off. So we want sewer, turn on, aux pump, turn off. We turn that up there. This says turn this on. This is pipe R something. It's going to be one of these ones. Go on, why not? We'll turn you on. Well, pressing that hasn't really done anything on its own. What do we got here? Feels like...
Still 6 packs of batteries left.
So let's see. Well, if I want to go to sewer, pipe R1 on, off, off. So on, off, off. And then on for auto and augs pump. And then that says turn on. Sewer is on.
That should do it.
Mark seems happy with what we've done there. Like... I don't see any difference as such, but it sounds like we've made a difference. Okay. So, let's take... I guess we take another save, and then we're going to go down here then. So, let's take a save here. Save it. Let's take save slot 2. Unfortunately though, my friends, that's going to be all we have time for today's stream. It has been the latest episode of Infra. It's been an absolute pleasure streaming for you guys this evening. Morse Jam says, no large sewer pipe is complete without an abandoned shopping trolley. Yeah, indeed. Well, my friends, if you're watching on YouTube in the future, thank you very much for watching this episode of Infra. Please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, consider supporting the channel on the Patreon. I will see you next time. Bye for now.